Hey guys, so is there a magic bathtub? What in the heck is a magic bathtub in our industry? I want to welcome you. This is Robert here at my home office in Granbury, Texas, and it's always a pleasure to come here. So and share this with you. Remember, my one of my goals here is to armor ourselves with the realities. What are the realities of our business? And once we know some of these realities, we create realistic expectations within reason. Obviously, we want to be unrealistic with big beautiful BHAGs and big, hairy goals and vision. That being said, it's also something else to be aware of some fundamental principles. And this can save you a ton of time. So here's my Picasso-like drawing. Hopefully, it resembles somewhat of a bathtub. Okay, so, but in this case, we're talking about a magical bathtub, and it's a beautiful analogy. And part of the analogy here is that it helps us have a good visual, simple way to explain what's called attrition. Remember, we have retention, which is the great thing, retaining our customers and fellow builders who come on and they stick. They add that they love the community or the products, the income, whatever it be. So whatever keeps them on, that's retention. And the attrition is when people come on, maybe they never open the darn box, which happens. It will happen eventually. Or they use their products, or don't even say they use them and don't for a week, and then they return everything. That happens occasionally. And then you have some individuals who use our products and get great results, and they never change the core habits, and they're gone. So then you have the beautiful ones who stay and they love it and love the community, and they tell other people, or they never do, but they're just the best customers on the planet, or they do tell their neighbor, or some who become our superstars. So here is the bathtub. It's magic because of two reasons. One, this magic bathtub, every bathtub has a drain, okay? This one is no exception. The difference is that this bathtub, there's always going to be, that's water coming out, in case you didn't know. There's always water coming out, draining out, and so it always, and you can never plug it. That's why it's called the magic bathtub. This is attrition. These are the people, some quickly, some after a period of time, they no longer decide to use our products, maybe change their lifestyle, never get the habits and or the business. And it's going to happen. You can have the best products on the planet, even the best teacher with the most timeless universal message, Christ himself, people come and went, even betrayed. So again, you're going to have attrition. And then it's also magical. It's a very positive thing. When we have water coming in here, that's water coming into the bathtub, in case you couldn't tell. All right. So what do most people do in our industry? And hopefully well, number one, you're the exception because you're here learning. And what most people do in this beautiful profession is people start coming in, they learn it, they plug in, start getting some customers and a few builders coming in, and the water begin, rise in the bathtub. And eventually, if you stay at this, maybe our new leader or our new team builder never was taught this principle that you can be the best coach and the most loving and caring person on the planet with the best products or the best business, and people are still gonna walk away. People are still you're always gonna have some level of attrition. And so prepare them for this. I call it armoring our people, making them bulletproof, okay? Just be aware of this. And the cool part about the magic bathtub is most networkers come in, aren't taught this principle, and also they come in, then they start managing everybody, and pretty soon the water starts depleting because people are leaving as well, and maybe they never build rapport or follow up, etc. And so the bathtub gets almost empty, then they fill it up again. It's always that constant filling and being almost empty, filling and being almost empty. Where the magic comes in is we simply increase the pressure of the water coming into the bathtub, and Here's the other part about our beautiful industry. Lo and behold, you can have more than one faucet coming into this magical bathtub. So here's a faucet. What's the faucet? A liter. Another faucet coming in here, or shower head. So remember, water come in via the shower. Maybe that's a bill that comes in. Maybe your cousin's aunt's sister's cousin told her friend from high school and she was your rock star. And then here goes all your great customers coming in here. Okay, so that's what makes it also a magic bathtub. When you get the concept, other people can actually fill the bathtub as well with you, then the attrition becomes a very, very small percent of our business, where the retention and the new blood coming in, the new people, the new customers, the new distributors, etc., that's what makes, then it starts to overflow, and then you have always a constantly filled bathtub, and this then ends up being your residual. That beautiful concept of recurring money while we sleep, and that will keep adding up if we keep having the bathtub, keep pouring more water into the bathtub, and then over time we can increase the size of the bathtub, make it even more magical, and even more sources of water coming in, and it's pretty amazing what can happen when you actually live this concept. So it's a beautiful concept. So, you know, simple little visual, but it's one thing to set our people in motion, and it's quite another to at least explain some of the core benefits and realities of our business. One of my next Facebook Lives, if you haven't heard these numbers before, I would love to also armor you and your team with some of the industry stats. Like if you bring on over the next few months and even the next few years, say 50, you and a couple of your key people bring on, say 50 key builders, what are the industry stats? How many can we expect of those 50 or even 100 to do something? How many of those people actually recruit anybody versus how many bring in 2 or 3 in their whole career? Or say 3 to 6 or 9. How many bring in 20 or more people? One of my next Facebook Lives, I'll paint the numbers for you and show you, again, more ways to armor our people and create the right expectations. Hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed my magical bathtub analogy. Take care. Have an awesome day. God bless.